Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper. And today I'm here again sharing more insights that I've learned over the years in the development of my new ADHD intervention called cognitive ergonomics from the inside out. What makes this different is it's really an observational training program to make objective fact, to observe objective fact, as opposed to trying to manage ADHD based off feelings. Why is it different? How can we do it? Well, basically, we use Dr. Barkley's model of executive functions because that has precise definitions. You have to define what you're looking for in order to be able to do anything. And you have to have some type of means to see it. Since cognition is intangible, I've developed something called attention scope, a collection of metaphors and simulations that I put you in to isolate the individual executive functions defined by Dr. Barkley's model so that you can recognize them in everyday life, and then you can be able to define the underlying problem and solve for the root cause. So today I'm here because I want to talk about and bring some awareness there's a couple complicated concepts in here that are kind of important. Number one is we are victims of language. Sometimes people will come up with a word or a phrase that people can easily identify with. And it sometimes simplifies things. And this is common in social media, where there's some type of word or phrase or some concept that people kind of gravitate to that simplifies things to a level where it becomes too simple. And that simplification often has us paying attention to the wrong thing. And so the idea here really is, and this is a key concept, but I'm going to slow down, is, if you're running east looking for a sunset, you're never going to find it. Think about that. If you're running east looking for a sunset, you're never going to find it because you're going in the wrong direction. So let's talk about this. One of the phrases out there in the ADD world is time blindness. Wow, I'm late a lot. I have ADHD. I'm time blind. It's a reflexive word that we go to. It's simplified. Now, when you say you're time blind, I've asked people what exactly that is, and nobody's ever really been able to define it for me with any specificity, but emotionally we go to it. And it's simplified, and it's used all over social media. The problem with it is managing time is a thinking issue. Using Dr. Barkley's model, visual imagery is the ability to see the future. In other words, to simulate in your mind. If you got 4 or 5 things to do that day, it's about being able to see that in your mind, understanding and project accurately how long each one's going to take with enough transition time. Now, clocks, calendars, those are tools to aid a person to see the future, but those tools don't actually do the work for you. Now, here's the trick. The real crux of it all is that when a person is running east looking for a sunset, there's no simple way to get their attention and saying you're going the wrong way. Because what you have to do is you have to get their attention. You've got to meet them where they are and kind of explain something that they're not expecting and hold their attention long enough to say, listen, here's the facts, you're going the wrong way. People with ADHD don't have the attention span or the oomph really to do that. So in my world, Attention Talk Video was the 3rd most popular ADHD channel on YouTube for 5 years running and being passed now by many other people with the advent of ChatGPT, but also the simplification of some of the things. And so what's happening is a lot of things are being oversimplified to the point that we're paying attention to the wrong thing. It's got lots of sex appeal, but it's actually keeping people stuck. A lot of my channel has really been dedicated over the years to help people understand the underlying reason about what we should really pay attention to. In fact, Attention Talk Radio is my sister podcast station. And at the heading, we've been saying we pay attention to attention. And here, if you're paying attention to time as like time blindness as a time issue, and you're not acknowledging it's a thinking issue, then you're fundamentally not paying attention to the right thing to actually solve the problem. So as you go out there on the internet, I will tell you, good information is becoming more difficult to find because it's becoming oversimplified. as a means to appeal to people's emotions. And a lot of people are, in my opinion, really headed in the wrong direction. I've been releasing a bunch of videos lately related to this type of a topic based off of the new intervention I developed called cognitive ergonomics from the inside out. But needless to say, is I wanted to bring this to your attention. So if you're out there, you need to have a discerning eye. Anybody that can solve your problem in a 30-second video has probably got you paying attention to the wrong thing. I know it takes a lot of effort to find the right thing, but first is awareness. So if you're new to our channel, I try to help people begin to understand what works for ADHD and what doesn't work, not just what it does, but why it doesn't work, or why it does work. If you're an existing subscriber, thoughts on this? I've been releasing a lot more videos related to the things that I've learned on cognitive ergonomics based off of your inspiration of a video I did a while ago. Also, if you like what we do, please hit the thanks button. We certainly appreciate your contribution. So with that, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.